Hello and welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio. It is May 5th, Cinco de Drinko. Odd how that's not part of my life at all right now. I mean, it's not an American holiday, or it is? I don't know. It's a college holiday. You sent that text this morning and I was like, wow. Yeah. Completely not something that's on my radar in my life at all. But in college, it's like obviously a thing.
Right.
How are you doing, Jake?
James, Davis, everyone in the chat, but mostly Lou Ellen. How's everyone doing today? Yeah, I mean, I had no idea. Got texted. I mean, you could tie it together with May the 4th be with you, but was texted Happy Cinco de Mayo, and was like, wow, yeah, how about it? Yeah, I think, you know what? I think we're in a bad tweener period for Cinco.
Okay.
I think Cinco... You know, I guess the COVID doesn't help either, because I could see myself, normal world, you know, after the show today, grabbing a marg and some Mexican food and being like, Happy Cinco. You know, if someone's in the neighborhood or whatever it is. But that's kind of still been, that's been off the plate for a little while now.
Yeah, I remember in Cinco de Mayo 2016, I think the Kentucky Derby was around then, plus Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Yes, I was in Dallas
plus
for that.
Yankees Red Sox, and I remember being so excited, like going to the bars, and then we watched the Derby. Was the Derby the same day?
I want to say it was Derby, Cinco, Pacquiao fight,
and I think it was.
I remember I watched some NBA that day. I don't think it was as important, but it was a day. Like I remember that, and I don't remember anything.
I think it was May 2nd. When was that, dude? I don't know.
Assuming we're talking about the same Pacquiao fight, that fight was on May 2nd, but that could have been like over the same weekend. Like if May 5th would have been the Monday.
I think it was all on the same day, but I don't really remember. But it was a crazy weekend. Maybe it was the same weekend. I don't know.
It was one Saturday that everything was there. It was it was a sports apocalypse. No, what's when the sun is covered by the moon?
Eclipse.
Still probably not what I want.
I think it was this day because May 2nd. Because 2015 Mayweather Pacquiao, Kentucky Derby was May 2nd. There's probably just some other thing.
Okay. Yankees were not playing, so I had that one wrong.
Okay.
I recall some basketball thing. But
there was a basketball thing.
Okay.
But yeah, that was like, I mean, young Dallas Jake, who's got some of his weirdest stories. Yeah, I mean, just when you're young and stuff seems normal that's not, like, you know, I ended up in probably like 2 different random people's apartments that day. It was just like, oh, yeah, we're watching the race here. And, oh, this guy's watching the fight. And it's like,
Okay, I found an article. Will May 2nd be the greatest single day in sports history?
Looking at the same article.
Okay, so Floyd Mayweather Jr., Manny Pacquiao finally confirmed their long-anticipated bout would go down on May 2nd. Just so happens, most exciting 2 minutes in sports, the Kentucky Derby will be held on the same day. They also have NBA playoffs are in full swing. Saturday night will feature a do-or-die Game 7 matchup, Spurs versus Clippers.
I was going to say Spurs.
Round 2 of the NHL playoffs are heating up. Diehard NFL fans will be tracking the 3rd and final day of NFL draft. No one cares about that. And the Boston Red Sox host the New York Yankees Saturday afternoon. 2 of the past 3 Cy Young Award winners, Kluber and David Price, are matching up as well. And then there's a bunch of European stuff as well. So, yeah. I remember that being the sports apocalypse. Like, it was a thing. People were talking about it then.
I think they call it sports apocalypse feels right. I think they called it that. Sports again, maybe.
Cool. Wait. How come... So the NBA schedule is not normal right now. It's still messed up.
That's what was throwing me off because I could have swore it was important NBA basketball because we watched it.
Usually the NBA
stranger's
playoffs
home.
started a week or two ago, but
Yeah.
they started the season in December.
How far away are we from the NBA playoffs now?
I think there's 2 more weeks of the regular season.
Something like that.
Oh, we're that close?
I think Knicks have 7 or 8 games
3
left.
weeks. Yeah.
Are Knicks making the playoffs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
I think
seed?
I think they clinched at least getting into the play-in
That's the question,
game.
and that's kind of the fear with Knicks fans because they have also thrown in the NBA. Every league tries to get more playoff games, which we have found out, which is obvious but not obvious at the same time. So the NBA does have like a lower seed play-in game thing they've kind of set up. So the Knicks right now are out of that, but they're in like a final road stretch of their schedule.
They be
that's
8
like
seed?
West Coast team. No, right
Today,
now
they're the 4.
as of today they're the 4 seed.
Was this NBA season as long as normal? Was it playing 80-something games?
They went to 72 this year. This is normally
81 to
82.
72.
81 to
Okay.
72.
Remember when they did the half season because of the lockout and then everyone liked it more
Yeah,
in the
66
NBA?
should just
That was like
be
2014?
something
That
like
was,
that.
I mean, that was.
Maybe it was 13.
Like a 13-14 season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think NBA then was still having.
That feels like the NBA season went fast. I didn't follow a single part of it. I just followed it through you guys.
They did. They pushed it together a little bit. I think they had some more back-to-backs too, so they tightened it up. But no, it really did. And it was, it kind of got overshadowed. I know we're a baseball company, but.
They're kind of we follow basketball pretty damn close, and they're like kind of wasn't a big basketball like story or
Like,
signature game
Since
the
All-Star
All-Star
break, the NBA has been quiet. Like LeBron's been hurt, Kevin Durant has been hurt, and
There wasn't like a huge
a lot of the
deadline
season's
deal.
already been sorted. It's been a weird NBA year.
That steroid head ass video was this season.
yeah,
I'm so out of touch with everything.
the right hit ass.
January, I think, right?
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's exciting. That's weird. You know what? You know what was a question asked out in the office by Erica
no.
that I would like to ask you guys?
Yes.
How are the Canadian hockey teams playing? Are they just playing each other since the Blue Jays can't be in Canada? Are they not crossing any borders?
I don't know. I want to say they probably have to be in the States, right? Are they inhabiting somewhere else? Or is it just a Toronto thing?
I think, if I'm remembering right, in hockey, anyone who knows anything about hockey will correct me in a second, as they should. I believe they restructured the divisions.
Yeah,
and stuff
so
in
I'm
Canada,
looking at
got
the
their own.
Flames schedule right now, and they have only played other Canadian teams.
Yeah, like the 7 Canada teams are all just playing each other.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
What
I guess that
I don't know
makes
what the rest of
sense.
the shuffle.
So then,
was, but
what are they going to do in the playoffs? Go to a bubble?
I would assume that's the plan.
NHL playoff 2021.
How are the ratings? I got to get back on my ratings game. How are the NHL ratings doing? Are they back up?
Jimmy ratings?
If they go back to a bubble for the playoffs, are they going to? They were the NHL ratings last year were.
I can't believe how off the map hockey is. I feel like hockey was kind of getting back in the game for a little bit. Like it was
Like the last real year. I
like
feel
hockey
it was-
kind of had a craft beer thing going for a little bit where it was like kind of cool and you could step in. Like I don't stumble into hockey.
I only do because of breakdowns, and like Tom Wilson did something, and everyone was
Right.
mad about it. But I don't.
I saw people tweet.
Dude,
about that, didn't know
I
who
had
he is.
so many people tweet at me to do the Tom Wilson, do the Tom Wilson, do the Tom Wilson, do the Tom Wilson. I haven't seen it, which is so weird. Usually when like something strange happens,
Right. It gets on the timeline.
like
somehow.
obviously I'm not looking for hockey stuff, but I'm also not looking for NBA stuff, and I'm
Sure.
not looking for NFL stuff or college sports. But if something weird happens, it finds
It
its
ends up in
way.
front
Like the
of you,
big
yeah.
in
moments
front of me.
will get you.
I've heard about this Tom Wilson thing. I haven't gone searching for it. I haven't avoided it. I haven't seen it. Have you guys seen it?
I haven't seen it. It was on the timeline. I didn't watch it because the one thing I heard about it was like if his shoulder, I think his shoulder hits the ground first or something, but it's really close to his head hitting the ground first, that, like, it could have been, like, really, really bad, like, crazy scary, like, talking death range. So I had heard that, so I didn't want to watch it.
Okay.
I think the only time it
Should we
really
watch
came
it?
across
We
my
watch it.
timeline or whatever. Yesterday, I think we had K-Show on out here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he was talking
and
about
Don
that's
was
the only
talking about it.
time it's really come up, and they like do some hockey.
What do I search? Hit? Is that what it is? Is it a bad hit? 1 day ago?
That feels like it.
Like to think that.
Okay.
23.
Let's try it. Okay.
We're watching the hockey now.
A little scrum around the net. Second
First
period.
question. Tom Wilson is on the
Capitals.
I was going to ask you guys.
Okay.
I think it happened in the play there.
No. What's going on here? Where is the thing that we're looking for?
So I think.
Oh, I think that's it. Oh, and that's probably it. Wait. The slow-mo better be terrible.
I think
This looks so quick.
I think it was at so that scrum in front of the net. I think there was a guy with his head down, and I think he pops him.
That's him right there.
So they're
57.
That punch? No, that can't be what they're talking about. That's
No,
not
him.
That's pretty regular.
So he's standing on the left.
So
there.
then, Now he's standing up. Now they're all on top of him. And now he's in that melee. And now they just cut away from it. Nice replay, dickheads. Wait, is that it? So that's it?
So, yeah, he like power bombs that guy and then punches
throws a
him in
punch
the
while
back
he's
of
on the
head.
ground.
It looks like he's like holding his head to the ground and then threw a punch.
People were like really, really, really mad about this.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I think this is like his fifth time.
And I think he.
That was funny. What you doing in there?
Just showed him celebrating in the sin bin, the penalty box.
Just the chat mentioned that one of the people he hit or something just like didn't have their helmet on.
Oh, I think it's that. Okay. I think it's probably everything. But It looks like
that.
slamming a helmetless guy to the ground. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's bad. I was expecting.
Yeah, expecting a little worse.
Expecting like a clear cut moment. I think it's
that. I mean, he's definitely ragdolling this dude.
Yeah, I mean that seems like it's what it is.
But that was, I mean, it's not great because he's not wearing a helmet. But the other one's the cheap shot.
I don't know. That's interesting. I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like we were all going to go whoa. Instead, we're all trying to find it.
Like there's just such a big scrum. It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
Fifth time offender, not great.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I don't know everything, but
Helmetless guy's done for the season.
Really, he was smiling in the penalty box. I don't know. It would probably sound like idiots.
That's why it wasn't all over. It's a combination of the two.
Yeah, I don't know. Well,
That
anyway,
guy.
that shows that. No idea.
Cool.
Yeah, but hockey hasn't been finding its way.
Even like
Dude,
good highlights,
can I
man.
ask-
Like,
Yeah, I haven't seen any
where are
like
the
crazy.
snipes or crazy saves? Like hockey Twitter, what's going on?
Oh, I did see a cool play the other day. And I
Okay.
don't know who was involved really or how to describe it because not a hockey guy, but I just
Perfect.
I flipped Sports Center just on when I was treadmilling the other morning.
Okay.
So I saw a cool like pass in the
Okay.
shot.
Okay.
That's all the details I've got. So it's not helpful.
Not helpful.
No, yeah.
Okay.
I am with
Good
you.
play.
Good play.
It was really cool though. It was like the number 2 play on top 10 plays.
Good pass, whoever passed it.
Yeah, some like backhand thing.
What's the website I found and I loved for ratings?
Is it at hockeybugs.com?
No, I think it's a sports media watch, but you have the list of the ratings of each night versus its past nights. I'll get back into my ratings game.
Okay.
Back into the ratings watch.
It's that time.
The NHL was so down, and the NBA. I'm interested more in the NBA.
Yeah.
NBA was doing at Jordan times. Was doing 40 million for the finals, and then it was doing 25 2 years ago, and then last year it did.
Yeah.
I think it was 5 a game, 5 million. It was down huge, but it was off. It wasn't the right time for the playoffs.
Pandemic,
It was
bubble.
you could
bubble,
point to a
summer.
million reasons for it. So I'm curious.
People were saying LeBron fatigue.
Other team sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get back on my ratings.
It wasn't one of the expected teams, and but it also wasn't an awesome story.
Yeah, I do have to let everyone know.
Okay.
I have right now a brutal headache.
You got a header going, huh?
Right here.
Should we have a quiet up?
No, it's all right. I'll play through it.
Okay.
Anything we can do to help?
Yeah.
Turn your headphones down or something?
No, I'll just play through it. I'm just letting people know.
Okay.
It's important that they
I have a headache.
It's out in the ether.
I'm not happy about it. I don't like it. Headaches are weird, dude. What's up
What
with
is a headache?
what is that? Randomly? I get them in the... Is there reasons why you get them certain places? I'm sure there's
Probably.
I'm sure there... Well, is it medical or is it bullshit?
Probably both.
You can trick yourself into
I'm sure.
certain things. Humidity.
One time I had a terrible headache, just all around, top of the head, kind of the cranium area, when I was doing dry ice, which is what they call hockey practice when you're not on the ice, which is kind of weird.
Hockey up.
We were just running around a gymnasium.
Sure.
And it was hot, and I got a headache. And my trainer, the trainer for the high school, put a towel behind my head and said, just pull on both ends at the back of your neck, and it stops blood flow or something. Worked instantly. I still do that. If I get a big one up there, it's the coolest trick, especially if it's a cold rag, and you just put not a lot of pressure, just light pressure, and you pull it like this, like a little dish rag in the kitchen. Still works.
You just hang there with it.
But lately I've been getting back of the neck headaches.
I think that you're supposed to get the cloth and pull from
Strangle
the front
yourself?
of your neck.
Headaches, where and why? There you go.
There's got to be
Yes.
doctor information on that.
Back of your head or neck, most common cause, tension.
Ooh.
Top of your head or your hairband, most common cause, tension. Forehead, cheeks, behind both eyes. I get those too. Most common cause, tension.
Also tension.
Behind one eye. Most common cause, cluster.
Oh, that's just a cluster then?
Temples, tension.
Doc, I think I got a cluster going on.
Not sure, tension. That's one of the categories.
If you're
there.
not sure where the headache is.
Pain location, not sure, tension.
Okay.
So,
So the doctors haven't done great.
WebMD, you've been no help to anyone. And you're a piece of shit.
Has society fully ruled in on that?
WebMD?
Has WebMD...
So this is I've never purposely went to WebMD. I think if you purposely go to WebMD, you should be diagnosed with something
You're
already.
a sucker.
Okay.
You are my brother Luke, he probably goes to WebMD once a week. And it's your main issue is that you go to WebMD a lot.
I usually...
What's that called when you hypochondriac? No, that's no
Hypochondria.
hypo.
Is it...
A person who is abnormally anxious about their health. Yes, so you're just a hypochondriac. So if you've ever typed in WebMD, that
more
the
than
first
once ever.
the first pop up that when you go to WebMD, or say you go there 3 times in a year,
Yeah.
Like if you find yourself going to WebMD like 3 times a year, it should have a pop-up and be like, you've been diagnosed as a hypochondriac.
You're out.
Here are some things to help you with that.
Here's a doctor.
Instead of Googling about the tinkling in your pinky toe, let's focus on your hypochondriac first.
Because I think probably where society's at or should be at is that the top 5% of WebMD is probably smart. Like if you wake up and you've got a rash on your thigh and your hip is really sore and something else, and you Google that, and it's like, oh, could be this, or this, go see a doctor.
Yeah.
That's kind of helpful. Outside of that...
Spider bites.
Good.
How cool is it to track a spider bite when you have like a bug bite and you do the Sharpie and then you come back in like 2 days and see if it's gotten bigger? That's a fun time.
I don't know if I'd put spider bites under the fun time
Well,
list.
you don't know if it's a spider bite or a mosquito bite.
Okay.
Or Nick. That's why you do the Sharpie test.
Never done the Sharpie test, just X them. Dante style.
Okay.
Have you ever done the Sharpie test?
I think this is the first I've heard of it.
Chat, have you ever done the spider bite Sharpie test?
Yeah, you draw a circle around.
I very well am likely in the minority on having heard of it, not heard of it. But
I wonder maybe Katie. I think I knew about it before Katie. I think it's like a mosquito bite or whatever. You draw a circle around it or a bruise or a rash to see if it grows.
See if it grows.
Because then if it gets worse. Eric James
I
says,
see the science
okay,
behind
on
it.
to baseball.
I know
Eric,
in general
we don't talk baseball on the show, Eric, so you can just bounce if you want to.
I know just in general, like tracking sizes stuff. I suppose that makes more sense than just doing the eyeball test.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I asked Luke, how many times do you go to WebMD on your own? We'll see if he answers. I'm interested.
Maybe he likes to pretend he accidentally ends up there.
Yeah, like that's what I did. I
my
Googled
God.
something else
How
and
did
I
I-
didn't see her.
Wow, this is up again.
WebMD's been around for a while, though. It was around when we were in college.
Yeah.
When we were freshmen, I remember someone using it, and I was like, what is
Well,
that?
it seemed like a genius concept, but I think society has lost that war.
I know, like, the internet joke is, like, they just diagnose you with cancer no matter what you type in.
Yeah, that's the joke. You know, I went to WebMD to see what the pain in my foot is. It says I had 2 weeks to live. That's like, I think every comedian in 2010 had that as their bit.
Bong.
They at least tested out that joke.
Yeah. All right. Magic Spoon Cereal is bringing you the draft today because guess what? The beautiful, nice, pleasant person, I don't know their gender, that works for Magic Spoon, and she listens, or he, again, I don't know the gender, listens to ads all day.
Them.
It's a crazy job. Just listen to all their ad reads they buy all day. They said that our ad reads were top tier.
Whoops.
Said we're the best ever.
Sorry.
They said, I think the direct quote was, you actually made me buy some, and we have.
We've got so much here.
We've got it in stock.
I get it for free.
Yeah.
Brainwashed us.
I bought some. So what's up, that person? Thank you for the compliment. And if you don't know what Magic Spoon is, it's cereal for adults. It's cereal that you can eat and not feel crappy about yourself because it's not like all the crapola you see at the grocery store that makes me mad for America every time I see it.
That and WebMD, man.
Cinnamon, or what's the one that really pissed me off? Churro cereal. And Twinkie cereal. Those were the two. Like, we're very close to, I was going to say we're very close to Snickers cereal, but we have Reese's cereal.
Yeah.
So we're there. It's just candy, but not
Reese's
Magic
Puffs.
Spoon. Magic Spoon is cereal for adults. It's kind of like a protein bar in cereal. You got 0 grams of sugar. You got 13 to 14 grams of protein. Only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving. Only 140 calories a serving. It's keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, and GMO free. And they have a new flavor, birthday cake, which I still haven't tried. I'm gonna need to try it. I'm a big fan of fruity and frosted mixed.
Yeah, we haven't had the birthday cake, huh?
Yeah, we should get that.
Spoon.
And the cinnamon. So Magic Spoon, you get a special 5-pack, but limited time only. Birthday cake's limited time, so we got to jump on this. If you're listening from Canada, Magic Spoon now ships there as well. Go to magicspoon.com/Jomboy, grab the new limited birthday cake or a custom bundle of cereal to try it today, and be sure to use our promo code Jomboy. Been saying it like that for a while, I don't know why. at checkout to save $5 off your order. This offer is now good anywhere in the U.S. or Canada, but only when you use our code at checkout. They also, sometimes I forget to say this, and maybe they're mad at me for that, which they're not because they said we do a great job. 100% happiness guarantee. If you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So, I mean, what are you waiting for? Go try some cereal. Have some fun.
Do it.
Cereal's
it's actually healthy.
Cereal's so good. I love cereal. We are drafting something today. I think we haven't fully fleshed out the vibe from you two, but I'm thinking this is like the least confident where we're like, let's see how this lies draft we've done.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hey, you never know with the draft, man. I think that's what we got to find out. I think, we've had a couple drafts that we've come in and out of, and they feel different.
Like we've come in, some episodes we've all had like full boards ready to go. We know what round we want something.
Can I have a piece of paper?
Like dates and times, we felt pretty
that was
confident
a fun
about
one.
that.
Yeah, that was fun.
And then after it, we were like, oh, that was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
It's sorted out as chalk could be.
Okay, but here's my thing. I never botched the draft as bad as I botched whatever we did. What did we do last time?
Triangles.
I would love to come off that performance with something I feel confident in. I don't even have a board for this draft.
Okay.
I could think of like 4 things.
I've got a few things.
And we're going 4 rounds each. So I'm pretty nervous about that. I'm going to write down my number here so we can figure out the order. And then once we tell everyone, I'll hide the chat. Luke says never, and that's a lie. He said he never goes to WebMD, which is a lie.
Okay.
I'm calling him out right now. I've wrote down number 27.
Ooh, we're close. I went 31.
Number 1.
Wow, okay. And the random number is 77.
Clint.
So, BBD?
I think I will take the number 1 pick.
I'll take the wraparound because I just want to hear 2 before I go because I have no idea.
That's
all right.
That's how I feel.
All right. All right. See you later, chat. We are drafting things that we wish were edible.
Yeah.
Things that we wish were edible that are not, and
they aren't food.
They're not edible. We will lay out because we had some discussion because I didn't want it to be just a semantic bickering battle of like,
Like you could eat that though.
Yeah.
Let's take the gloves off for this one.
Well, it'll be open discussion.
Yeah.
More than anything. Okay, so BBD, what's your first overall pick?
My first pick, I want to pull up I'm taking Play-Doh number 1.
Okay.
I hadn't even thought about it yet. And I just told Zach, I think we're doing this tomorrow. And he immediately said that. And I was like, oh my God, it's so obvious. And I was looking at pictures of Play-Doh last night in an attempt to prep for this.
Okay.
On their packaging, it says fun to play with, not to eat. They have a very serious problem with kids eating Play-Doh a lot. So it just...
Kids want to eat Play-Doh. No, there's
looks
something
delicious.
There's something instinctual about it.
Yeah.
It's like the last thing kids
growing
try
up,
to eat.
my dad and when we were kids, my dad would make meals out of Play-Doh. Like he would take the yellow and make it into tiny little things of spaghetti, the brown or whatever, and make meatballs. And then the red would flatten it out, lay over, or he'd make burgers. And then the joke was we'd come home, and my mom would see it and be like, Dad cooked dinner for us tonight. And then my dad would fake eat one, and we all thought he actually ate one. And then you try to eat it. Also, I think what lends a lot of credence to this is the scene from Hook, the food fight scene. When they're throwing Play-Doh, they're imagining the food, and it's like Play-Doh looking food. And you're like, damn, I wish food looked like that. It was one of the 4 on my board, so I'm down to 3.
Okay.
Good pick.
Play-Doh, not on my board.
Okay.
Not on my board.
Well, you get to go next.
And I think that's maybe what we're going to stumble into here. So I don't think this one will help you too much, but I think my next pick might help you get going. Well, we'll see. You might snag it. My first one, I did jump into the little kid realm. and this could just be a me specific thing, and we might just be putting it out here right now. Or I do think there's something instinctual about it for little kids. It is a dandelion.
Ooh.
So when they turn white and you blow them away at the end.
Yeah. Seems pretty.
Wanna,
it seems like it'd be kind of dry in my mouth.
Well,
it feels like it would. Yeah.
I think we're having these being good and edible, right?
Maybe.
Like if this thing was something edible.
So
you can go a few ways with how you came to the conclusion for that pick.
I gotta get a couple things off my chest now.
Okay.
So I didn't know that a yellow dandelion and the white blow-away flower are the same thing. I just found that out.
When you say just found that out?
Right now. I thought they were both weeds. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know a dandelion turned into that. I missed that day of school.
Well,
Straight
wait,
up.
does the other thing turn into that, or does the dandelion turn white?
Dandelion turns white. So it becomes the yellow flower, the yellow dandelion, and then it turns white. I didn't know that.
So then did you know it as like dandelions are just like this weed?
I knew dandelions as the yellow
Here's
thing.
the life cycle of a dandelion.
I saw them in the same field, and I just thought, like,
there's a couple
people
things
didn't.
here.
Those are two different things.
I actually just
You know
looking
what
at
I'm
that
saying?
picture we have up here. I'm not sure what. Oh, I do. Okay, the white picture was blending in, and I'm at a weird angle.
What part of the dandelion do you want to eat? You said the white. I
have no desire to eat.
I'm
this.
happy right now that I get both, but when you're a little kid,
Wait,
and
hold
you're
on. When you drafted it 5 seconds ago,
I knew
you're,
I was getting.
You're getting both.
Yes.
When you said it, you knew you were getting both.
Yes.
But
the
when
original
you first
draft pick was the white because
You would see this-
You pick it up as a little kid, and you're told to blow, and it goes away. And I think at the same time in your life, you've also been exposed to cotton candy.
Yeah.
And I think it looks like nature's cotton candy.
What's interesting here is
Yeah.
yesterday or 2 days ago,
Yeah.
if I was to say draw a dandelion, you would draw the white thing.
No, I would have drawn the yellow.
Okay.
I didn't know the white thing was named. I was just Googling it now.
You were Googling. Oh, I see what happened.
Yes.
Okay. Because I was the most thing I was going to be weirded out for is if you knew that the white thing was a dandelion, but not the yellow thing, which is what I thought happened. Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean, little kids, I love those. I never understood why my dad and like adults hated them so much.
Right.
And like,
But that was kind of what I was like. 'Cause I thought they were, as a kid, you look at it and it's kind of cool and fun.
but I would pick it out and you feel bad because you felt like you were stealing a flower from a yard when I was like 6 years old.
find out
And then
plants
they're
are
like, no,
living
pick them
things.
all up.
When you're
And
a
I'm
kid,
like-
that's the coolest flower. It's a
Yeah.
flower and a toy. So that's where I'm adding the edible effect.
You
to it.
find out like flowers are a living creature technically, and you're like, oh, did I just kill something? Because you want to just have fun with the dandelion.
No,
but I found out dandelions are like a weed and like a
My
menace
lesson
to
was that
lawns.
like, I think the life lesson of a dandelion is that weeds can be pretty.
Yeah.
So,
And did you
that's
just find
applicable.
out they go from yellow to white?
no, I knew they were the same thing.
Right, but you just asked about the
I thought it
evolution
might have
of them.
went white to yellow.
White to yellow?
I just didn't know
That's
the
what I'm
evolution.
saying. There's a little. You're taught the dandelion very young that I think they never recap the details later.
I'm
and
also-
I would have liked to know.
I'll avoid the white with a lot of my being because I'm allergic to all things that grow. So
Sure.
like the blowing game, even as a little kid, I don't think I was in on that because it was like kind of like that. I'm allergic to that.
I understand the desire for picking it. It wasn't like on my board.
No.
No, it looks
I have
like a
no
cool
desire
album.
to try that.
It's nature's Play-Doh.
I would have, if you asked me, if you just showed me either the yellow or the white separate, I would have said either was a dandelion, but I don't think I would have said, but like that's
Like
all.
if
like
I brought
one
both
thing.
to you
I would have guessed there
and
are
said,
yellow
"What's
ones
the
and white
name?"
ones.
Okay.
I think I would have called them both dandelions though. And I put my hand in front of that camera, and I apologize to the audience who probably hates that.
Wow.
Do it again. Oh. Wow.
okay.
That's where BBD is.
Found him.
Now
Okay.
now they can draw the room. All right. With my first pick in the first round, this was going to be my 1-1, so it's smart that I didn't
Huge.
grab it. Grass. And kind of just like a subsistence thing.
I thought about
okay.
it.
Like if you're stuck in a field or like you're like in the outfield and you're bored and you instead of picking the grass, if you could just be like a cow
on
and
it.
like just chew on it.
Yeah.
Like if it was like, just like like a snack.
It would change our whole
It
society.
changed the whole society because you just go around and you just eat grass. And like, you know, you're hungry, well, have a little patch of grass. We don't really like animals have that.
Yeah.
We don't really have that. Now, so like my whole thing was like,
Berries.
obviously someone can, well, you could eat grass. It's
Right.
edible.
Right,
and it's
right,
like, yeah, but we don't eat grass.
Well, and I think that's
and if
the
you saw
spin.
someone, so it's socially acceptable, I think, is kind of what we're looking for. Like if you saw someone do that.
Socially acceptable, and I know you were kind of
There's an element of like wish this was normal.
tiptoeing the does it taste good. Like I think I see what you're saying about a sustenance side of grass.
Yeah.
But I think it would also have to taste good to agree.
To a degree,
Because
yeah.
right now there probably is a sustenance argument that's like eat some fucking grass.
Like,
No,
you,
but if it
you
was
could do
just
that and it
salad,
would be
It
good
was
for
good,
you.
yeah.
Right. So that's
And a little
I thi-
healthy.
I
And,
think
and like
there
we
is-
know animals eat it.
whatever we're about to eat gets also a good food boost.
It's like a little celery strip.
Like,
Like
we're
that kind
assuming
of
this
thing where
tastes
like this
good.
isn't
Celery is my least favorite thing, so no.
Okay, not celery then. Not celery
Really?
then.
It's like normal salad. Every year, BBD. I
It
try
can't
it
be.
once
It
and I
can't,
hate it more.
can't
every
be
time.
unhealthy. It's got to be like somewhat healthy for you. I don't want whole society getting fat on
I see
grass.
what you're saying. Like the grass isn't candy now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you
Okay.
could, you pop some grass in your mouth, like that would change
Like
society.
you
Like
could
if
buy a
grass
grass
was a good
salad.
salad.
yeah.
Like if you just chopped it up, put it in a bowl, and you're like,
Like we're using
lunch.
that the same sentence
Okay.
as like spinach.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was a little more of a treat.
Well, my next one is going to be very much more the little kid treat realm, and it's marbles.
Oh,
That's a good
great
one.
pick. That's a
It's a
great
good
pick. I was hoping that would be around for my next.
If you
round
Google
once
just
you guys
like
didn't pick
images of marbles,
It's a good one.
like look at those, man. Like you get different flavors there. You get not natural jawbreaker,
Yeah.
gumball type thing. Like
it. They're so smooth.
so smooth,
Yeah.
looks like a perfect
Marbles
sucker.
is a good pick.
That's an amazing pick.
Yeah. So
They've got to be like the number one. Well, I don't want to lead into draft strategy, but they've got to be the number one like kid choking hazard.
probably
Yeah, kids
yeah.
get doctors get.
You
worried
guys
about
ever into
that.
marbles growing up?
Not really. Again, I think there was a good chance that probably later into life than most kids, I would have given them a hack to see if I could eat them.
So in Australia, on the schoolyard of Holy Family, Lindfield, New South Wales, they played a marbles game. So when I moved over there, I kind of got inundated into this. But they played marbles different than I ever seen it played before. I don't know if this was an Australia thing, a Lindfield thing, a New South Wales thing, a Holy Family thing, or just the three kids I hung
yeah.
out with thing. What they do is, and like we played a ton. You take two marbles that were equal of size, and you hold them on top of each other, and you drop them. So they would clank when they hit the ground
Okay.
and spread out. And then whoever went first got to pick up his marble, and he had one shot to roll it. And if he hit your marble, he got to keep your marble. Now, if he missed, then you got to hit his. So you didn't want to miss close. You wanted to throw it with power. So if you missed, yours was pretty far away, and then they had a deep shot. And there was this fake AstroTurf area of my playground with cascading levels. So, like, if you wanted to throw it so you missed, now
It
you're
would
down
roll
the
down
next
that
level,
hill.
so they have an impossible shot.
Ooh.
And we played that forever. I don't know if I've never seen anyone else play that style of marbles. But we would play for keeps, which was cool. Like, that was kind of really cool to play for keeps. I was
Yeah.
like,
It's high
the
stakes.
second,
Got
third
your
grader.
favorite marbles.
You got like, yeah. Do you remember Poggers?
Yeah.
Do you?
Pogs.
Pogs.
Yeah.
Do you?
Slammers were the big ones.
I don't, but Poggers is like an internet.
Because Pogs, that's kind of how you played Pog. Well, you'd slam them, they were upside down or upside up.
Yeah,
right?
and you'd flip them, and you had the slammers. with
Dude, are
flip 'em.
Pogs still around? Pogs were pretty cool. You had a stack of Pogs.
Pogs
slammers.
were cool. Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people in our generation, that's the go-to childhood toy that got moved on from.
Pogs and like Tamagotchis. It says it's called Milk Caps game here. California. So anyway, all right, I got grass and marbles.
BBD, they were just little chips that had designs on them, and you'd throw big chips at them. And if you flipped them, like you got to keep them. I guess that's the rule.
I think what happened is so
Picture.
how
Yes,
you
this is
play.
what I would have guessed.
I think
it
how you
was.
played Pogs is basically like poker chips, but not plastic, like more of like a rubbery material. And you had designs and custom designs, so you would bet like, all right, I'm putting these 5 against these 5, and then you had a slammer which was metal, and someone would slam the top of the stack, and any that flipped upside down then I got to keep. I think that was how you played Pogs.
There's probably a few different sets of rules
there's
you could have
different
done depending where you
versions,
are.
I'm sure, of
Yeah.
Pogs.
Every school had their own.
But yeah,
thing.
Pogs
Yo,
are big.
schoolyard games would be a good draft.
I'll write it
Like
down.
playground games.
Yeah.
That would be one of the more
Little-
normal ones
Little
we do.
mainstream,
Little
yeah.
mainstream normal, not like
We have to find some stipulation for it. Like, like only 2 ball sports or something. I don't know.
yeah, I like that, but
Okay.
there's some
Yeah.
playground games.
Yeah.
I'm talking playground games too, not like gym class games. Like dodgeball isn't a playground game.
I mean, it is. I see what you're saying.
Dodgeball's
Like,
There's
even-
two
like,
different forms of
We're
dodgeball.
talking
There's
about
gym
games you
class
didn't play
dodgeball,
with
and there's
authority figures.
Yeah, I never played dodgeball that wasn't around like a teacher set it up in a gym.
missing out.
Yeah, I don't think dodgeball I did. We did like some handball stuff. I never had a big like marble phase, circling back briefly. But like if marbles were like brought out for some reason in class or something, like I was down to like play with them a little bit. I don't think I wasn't a big put stuff in my mouth kid. So I never ran that risk.
Still am.
You're on the board, Jake.
I think I used to eat ants at recess.
Draft him right now.
No, I don't want to eat them anymore.
Bugs would be a good pick.
Yeah, it's different kind. I'd probably ask you to pick a type of.
Go a little specific.
It's a little. It's
one
a little
one
broad, I
degree
think.
more specific.
Because it brings in the whole
Well,
Lion King scene.
It might be on the
So, okay, I'm glad we actually stumbled into this because this makes me more confident in my pick. I didn't know how this was going to go down. I'm going to pick lobsters exoskeletons.
Okay. Like a soft shell crab type thing?
So, when you got a lobster,
Yeah.
you could just bite into the tail. It's like crunchy, and then you get the good stuff
So
inside.
you're picking lobster shell.
Yes.
Okay.
I got a little scientific with it because I'm a little geeky, I know.
Okay. I understand the thought process behind it. I was searching for stuff like that.
Because, I mean, think about it. Lobster, you do all the work, everyone complains about it, and, it's the joke. You pull out the little bit of meat from the body. If it was like a good crunchy outside, and then the lobster filling, the lobster we eat now, was like the filling, it'd be a crunch. You'd have different textures. I think it'd be a beautiful thing.
I have a very similar item that was on my board. I'm not gonna pick it,
Okay.
but I feel like I shouldn't say it till after the draft.
I'll
save it.
I had something on me where I texted Luke. I said, "What's a food that you have to pick apart to eat?" Because that was where I really wanted to get something like that. So then we had some shellfish underneath, and then I was thinking, soft shell crab exists. I think you eat the shell, or what
Why
is
else would
that?
it be
I
a
don't
soft
know,
shell?
Dude,
but-
I think I ordered soft shell crab once. People that like this shit are gonna feel like we're so dumb. Same with the hockey
Probably.
listeners. Just listen. I feel like
Hockey seafood fans.
Because I'm like, man, I like crab, but I don't like all the work that goes into it. Like
Right.
soft shell crab, there's no work. And I think I ordered it, and then I was like, this is disgusting. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I just, I haven't dipped too far in the crabs game. But I mean, lobster, surf and turf. That's the creme de la creme of that league. So I'm going with it.
So yeah, I do think people eat what you're eating, but I'm gonna accept it as a draft because majority of people avoid
I
it.
mean,
Because for a crab, because you could eat it for a crab, so maybe not a lobster.
lobster. I'm lobster. I don't want crabs. I'll be honest.
No, I was just
It's like
wondering if they're
that.
the same. So you can eat even lobster shell. You cannot eat ground lobster shell. Whatever the fuck that means.
Even?
Even and ground.
Stop.
That's a good pick. I was trying to find something down that path, and I might have taken crab shells later, but I'm not going to now because you have lobster,
They're
which
too similar.
yeah.
Or do you see a world where we add a 5th round? If we're at this point,
Not right now, but I mean, if you got,
Okay.
we can take a group vote on it.
I don't think it affects me on this wrap round, but think about it.
Okay.
So with my picks here, I will take fresh, like fresh laid concrete. Because if you know, hear me out. because it looks like a fucking Frosty when you're laying bricks and you see the concrete. I get sucked into these TikToks once a week.
No, I like the pick. I like where that pick comes from.
Once a week, you get sucked in. I see a lot of TikToks about how I don't care what that is. I want to eat it. So I know people feel the same way. It looks delicious when it's, and I know what it is, and I don't want to eat the hard stuff.
I think we're looking.
I don't want to eat it when
send me
it
some
is.
of the. I believe you that there's tasty shots.
Like that one, you can kind of see it. It's like in a video, it looks so soft.
They pour it, yeah.
when they pour it.
Okay.
It's liquid.
Because it comes out liquid.
Um,
I'll find like the one.
The
I saved it at
Let
Implications
me
that you
help
want to
you, my
kill
friend.
yourself are there.
no.
I mean that I don't think that
We're making
that's
things
not been
edible.
implied.
We're making
Okay, so it
things
doesn't
edible.
turn to concrete in your stomach?
No, we're
No,
making
no.
things edible. That's
If
the
this
whole
was a thing you
exercise.
were allowed to eat, like for me personally, it is the first thing I would pick.
David, I can save you here. BBD. There's already, society already has this. There's no argument against it. The sensation of wanting to touch the freshly dried concrete. It lives forever. And I think the actual touching aspect. So people
Well, it's wet, it is soft
already
and
want to
nice.
be there. If you could write your initials in and then lick your fingers.
That's a good time.
Yeah,
My-
they redid the sidewalk outside.
I mean,
outside
people
our
would
house,
have to
and we did it.
guard cement.
I'm all about that stuff. Like, I think we moved houses every 3 years, and there's probably so many where we have our initials in some concrete my dad laid out. Like, if you're laying concrete around your house and you have little kids and you're not letting them put their initials or their handprint in it, you're just kind of going about it the wrong way.
You should lose your kids.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of like keeping the height on the wall. Like, these are things that need to happen. Courtney just moved into a house, and in one of the closet walls is like the little girl, and it's just like, I forget her name, Abby. Abby was here, like Abby this, and it's like sad to paint it over, but you have to. But
Abby still lives here, written in red.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
tell what the substance is.
Abby's locked in this hole.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Help Abby. Okay.
You have a back.
You're back to back. BBD.
Tide Pods
Oh,
look delicious. Like the internet took it too far, but
well, they ate them.
yeah, people started actually eating
Yeah.
them. Turns out you can't eat them, so I wish you could.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
value.
Tide Pods. Okay.
Tide Pods. Yeah, that doesn't. I see what you're going for. That doesn't do it for me.
That's fine.
Like your cement frosty story had
That
heart.
one. That one was
that
personal.
didn't have heart. That didn't have heart. And speaking of, it is back to me in the middle pick. I'm gonna go with the baseball.
On my board.
Yeah.
On my board.
A baseball.
Strike out the last batter, get the ball back, take a bite out. Fucking delicious.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock it. I never.
It's a weird mental hurdle.
Yeah. Are you just biting it? Or are you unraveling it?
I'm biting it.
So it's now soft. You're changing the texture of the baseball.
When you eat it.
Okay.
Like if you,
Because
it's not like a
you could
baseball.
get down when it's fresh. Just crab.
Like if you,
We're
take
living
your
in a
bite
little bit of
into
a
this-
fantasy world.
Okay.
You take a bite into this baseball
This is
and
the first
it
one where I'm like,
bites.
I don't think you could do that. You'd have
That's
to
But I
have
the
think
whole
that's
game.
the game.
No. You'd have to have shark teeth. Like, I don't like physically everything else on the board. We could
Like, you
pick
could
up
have
and,
eaten
and
that.
I
masticate
see
it
what
right
you're
now.
saying.
This is the first one where like that's
Science and physics are getting in
you'd
the
have
way
to
a little bit.
completely change the substance
changes the
of
physics a
the
little
item
bit.
for this to be happening. Where the
Okay.
other ones,
I guess
see what I'm
I
saying?
completely see what you're saying.
if you're saying you want to lick it like a jawbreaker,
I guess in my head, with the rule being you can't eat something, want to eat it, the fact that it's such a can't makes me want to eat it more. I don't know all the physics behind it,
okay.
but I want to eat the baseball.
I'm gonna allow it because everything's allowed here. But I'm just saying that's the first one where
I see what you're saying. I very much see what you're saying.
okay,
But because I can, I want to even more.
okay, it's fair.
Yeah. I guess maybe you
If
could
we-
cook it in stuff. Like
Yeah,
if we-
I've baked baseballs before.
just baked baseballs.
I got Instagram photos because you can get them unwaterlogged in the oven. Used to be my hobby.
Oh.
Used to go to all Luke's baseball games and every foul ball, because in Connecticut there's ticks and there's poison oak, and I don't get poison ivy. So I just go collect all the baseballs that went in the foul territory that no one was getting. So we had like 3 buckets of pretty nice baseballs. And I also love baseball Easter egg hunts. My dad, when I was a little kid, would take me to his men's league softball game with a garden hoe and a shovel. And there was a creek behind the field, and I'd spend the full 2 hours just getting balls out of the creek, and then I'd come home with a bucket full of balls. It's been my hobby since I was a little kid. But the way you dewaterlog them is you put them on the oven and you broil them for like 30 minutes, and then you can't use them in a game, but you have batting practice balls.
When's the last time you got balls? We got to get you getting balls again.
I got to wait till I have a kid, but then I'm going to want to watch him play.
Yeah.
And New Jersey fields don't really have woods around them. Connecticut fields... Like around a Connecticut baseball field is just
you can't build it.
I
if
think
there's
you'll
not woods.
Yeah, because they cut down trees to build fields, so it's just tons of baseballs.
I grew up playing baseball in North Jersey, where your kids will presumably play. You'll find fields near woods. I'm sure it's like a thing in Connecticut. It sounds like so.
You'd lose me
the same
like,
degree.
You'd lose me for a while. Like, where's Jimmy is getting balls, and I'd come back with so many, and then some coaches would be like, well, that's ours. And I'm like, were you going to go get it? And they'd be like, no. And I'm like, well, okay, I think I'll take it then. Baseballs are expensive, and I got to throw some BP to my brother here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, we'd always have like 3 painter's buckets full of balls, and they're all free. Baseball.
Imagine that sensation, but you can eat them all after.
All right, I have my 3-4, which we're doing 4 rounds here. I think we'll do 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we go a 5th, I have a 5th ready. But.
So the other one on my board that's very similar to Young David's concrete is like gold, like molten gold.
Ooh, yeah.
Like if you could swallow gold, I think you'd just have a little dance in your step. Like I got gold.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm gold. If you smile and you have like a little gold cap now on your teeth.
Should be a lawyer for you guys. I mean, it's the Goldschlager effect.
Yeah.
But real.
But real. Even if, like, if you're saying baseball stuff, like if you take a bite out of a gold, like, bar, so now we're talking about biting things you can't, like, if that's on the board, then I want
a rush.
I want all kinds of gold. Yeah. I thought
Oh,
gold
man.
would be gone.
That's good. That's good.
So gold was one of the 4 that you came in prepped to take?
Yes.
Gold has blinded us so much as a society that, like, there could be a snake oil salesman right now come in here and sell, like, an energy drink with gold in it. And I'd be
they do,
I
like,
think I'm in.
They do, like, sell
this might help.
like wine with gold in it.
They sell
It's
everything
like a
with
thing,
gold.
and they like mix it. It's like the desserts that have it.
You take the smallest
but it's like the
$2 flake of gold you can find made with gold. We should start doing that with Jomboy Media stuff.
Yeah.
Each Patreon subscriber gets a little bit of gold. And Sam
get a gold flake.
Sam puts some shavings in their envelope.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. I'll tell Sam. Sam, we want a gold bar.
I had those 3.
You just got to get 1 gold bar.
I had those 3 in Play-Doh, BBD. And then I've thought of a couple since. Oh, no, you know what? Luke had one that I'm going to draft right now as my last, and it's the top of a strawberry. I just want to pop those. I just want to pop those suckers in. I don't want to have to cut the top off. I don't have to rip the top off. Just give me a strawberry. I'm going to pop it in my mouth and eat the whole thing. Maybe it's got a little mint flavor on the end, or I don't know.
It's got its own distinct.
It's got its own, like, it adds to the game a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, top of a strawberry.
I like that.
And you know what? That's my draft. And as we stand now, I don't know if I've won. I don't know if I've lost, but I feel great about my 4.
That's what I was trying to tell you coming into
this
draft, that I think it was going to be so personalized that I think we're all going to be pretty smitten.
Yeah.
You know, that cement stuff's rooted.
Yeah.
Years.
Tide Pods feels like the only heartless pick.
Years wanting to
tell concrete.
But also, everyone knows if I can take like a meme pick.
It's true.
That does warm my heart.
That's the good counter.
Every holiday he sees his brother and he wants to tell him.
Yeah.
Let's eat a little cement.
Yeah.
I mean, now it's out.
His stomach rumbles when he walks past like a sidewalk in the Bronx.
Unfortunately, I don't come across very much.
They're doing construction.
You go to BBD's hometown and there's just tongue prints and all the fresh laid concrete. Someone's dipping their tongue in our concrete. Must be a dog.
His parents are pissed we did this.
Yeah.
Why did you bring that back?
Did you lick our driveway again?
Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay, so I've got one thing that was very much in the same vein that coming off of it doesn't feel as fun.
Like if I were to take crap.
Basically, man. So I'll get it out there. I don't think maybe I am cock blocking you, PBD, but that's Vegas, baby. I was going to have banana.
The peel.
Banana peel.
Banana peel.
That was on my board. I like strawberry more than that.
Went strawberries.
I think strawberry, I like the like utilitarian aspect. You're just saving a step.
Just
pop
popping
it right
them in. That's how.
I'm not taking banana peel.
Always funny story. That's how Preston Lacey.
I was saying I'm not taking.
Yeah, he's
banana
not.
peel.
So it's open for you if you want it, but it's
No,
kind
I
of
don't want it.
It's kind of he leaked it. That's how Preston Lacey got on Jackass. In his audition, he ate like 4 unpeeled bananas, which seems fucked.
It's a bad time, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of money and fame out of it, but yeah, at one point in his life, he was like, "I'll do anything to be on this prank show. I'll eat fucking bananas unpeeled." And they're like, "Really? No one else has offered that."
You're up.
Here you go. And
Start
he's like,
going.
Okay.
I'm gonna go again. This is a heart draft.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with chapstick.
That was something that
I
was
like that. Wasn't on my board, but I like.
You're a
that.
chapstick guy, so
Yeah.
it is a hard. I'm not a chapstick guy, so it's never been.
It wouldn't have been true to your heart.
Luke presented it to me, and I was like, I get what we're saying here, but also you just never have chapstick because you'd put it on once and then you'd just eat it.
Yeah.
And it'd be like every chapstick is a one-time.
Be huge
use.
for chapsticks.
Yeah, they should make an edible chapstick. See what happens.
There probably is a little
probably,
kid edible
like-
chapstick.
They've probably made at least it's like safe to eat, maybe not designed to be eaten.
Yeah.
but-
Coca-Cola edible chapstick, edible lip balms. Yeah,
Ooh, strawberry tinted lip balm, beetle free and totally edible.
beetle free
Yeah.
in the middle there.
Yeah. Not
Is it-
not provoked.
Is
by
this a
me.
problem in the chapstick community?
I don't know. I'm interested. BBD, your
Like
final pick.
you see dairy free, and you're like, I get it.
Right.
A lot of
Beetle-free.
people don't. They're allergic to dairy. Their body doesn't like dairy. I never seen something that was beetle free.
Beetle free chapstick.
Is there beetle free other products? Why were there beetles in chapsticks? Like bees? I know beeswax.
There's a couple articles that come up.
What was that reaction? Jake had a reaction.
There's a couple articles that come up. It looks like lipsticks and chapsticks used. The headline of this one article from PETA, so it's does your red lipstick contain carmine, in parentheses, dead bugs? Which is kind of a headline you can't put in front of me at this point in my life.
It's good stuff.
And then it looks like there's a lip balm below it that says that the colors... So I think there's a red color that comes from red beetles. I don't want to be in.
Bug juice is red.
I'm out. BBD, your final pick.
Final pick.
Speaking of bugs.
I know we've said everything's on the table.
Okay.
I
Let's
think
see.
you guys might veto this pick. And
Okay.
if you do, I've got backup, so I'm okay if you decide to veto it.
Okay.
True love.
No.
Yeah. No.
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 I would love to experience that.
You don't want to. I see where the joke landed. And I'm happy with that. The experience line is good, but no. That will be taken off.
I was really happy when I came up with that joke. All right, my dad
Yeah.
being proud of me.
You're gonna have to find that somewhere else.
I was showing Tom my board out there. He said, "Well, it's weird because those last two are concepts." That's again in my experience, they're only concepts.
Easy, Tom.
And I really liked that joke too.
Okay. Got him.
Scott.
Got him. So.
The foam footballs from gym class.
Oh, okay.
They always had a bite taken out of them anyway.
They did.
We lost them. They
They
did.
did. Someone always bit the foam
Yeah.
football. I think it was me.
Yeah.
I think I was a big foam football biter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
always
catch
did
the
have
football
chunk.
and you put it in your mouth and you throw it back.
I didn't do that, but I'm happy for David.
Um,
Happy.
Luke said he doesn't. Luke the liar.
Right,
My
right.
brother.
Luke the liar.
He texted me back. He said he never checks WebMD. I said that's a lie. He said no, it's too scary. I'm not able to face my fears like that. Like how would you know? Like I've never done it honestly once in my life, so I don't even know that it's like too scary.
Well,
Like,
that's
so
the whole
he's-
that's the stereotype joke we talked about.
He's checked WebMD. It sleeps. It's a tab. It's a bookmark tab.
I like his. That's a pretty good comeback from him.
I think he scared himself too much years ago, so maybe he's out on it now.
Yeah.
I just sent him a picture of the draft. too.
Maybe
We'll
he was
see.
a one and done. Maybe he did a like little kid first time and was like, oh
Oh, you're post-mortem.
yeah, and it freaked him out for life.
I'm dead.
Okay.
I'm dead.
Okay,
Chat. If
Let's
you,
catch
if,
up with the
if,
chat.
if the chat, if the YouTube live chat was saying any that we missed.
Potpourri. That's a good one.
Oh, I hate the smell of potpourri. I wouldn't like that. Then let me know. We have BBD at Play-Doh, Fresh Concrete, Tide Pods, Foam Football. Jake had Dandelion, Lobster Shell, Baseball, Chapstick. I had Grass, Marbles, Gold, Top of a Strawberry.
I have a bricklaying video I can show you. I don't know if
Okay.
you'll be able to see
Okay.
it. It should show up on the side here for you.
You know, Jay mentioned straws in the chat. It came through my mind, but I just
No, the paper straws get in your mouth already.
yeah, you can. But I always did love the Twizzler straw. You
Yeah,
use a
that's
Twizzler
fun.
as a
But
straw.
that's it's because it's already food.
Right.
Someone else said something in there that had sunflower seed shells.
Yeah, I mean that looks like frosting on a cake. there.
Yeah.
yeah. It
Sunflower
looks
seed-
like a chocolate frost.
Sunflower seed shells. Then I wouldn't do sunflower.
Ooh.
Like that's the whole fun of sunflower seeds. IMO.
Yeah, like that would be a good pick for me.
Yeah, because you don't like
you don't like
crap.
the,
don't
the
like the
game
game.
of it.
Yeah. Like my friend had de-shelled sunflower seeds once, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why would you ever do that?"
Kush ball was a really good reference, and it would be an interesting food. It's tough to picture it as a food.
Someone said something. I'm trying to find it that I. Oh, a candle, a birthday candle. That was
got
like
mentioned a
when
lot.
you dip it in the candle and if like people suck off the
Yeah.
cake, if you could just eat it, that would kind of be good.
Yeah, the ones that are like good looking colors.
There probably are edible candles, right?
No idea.
I
Probably.
know.
Oh, glow stick is a real
Oh, that's a big miss.
First time I ever French kissed a girl.
glow stick party.
Glow sticks were involved. We used to get them from the movie theater because you can get them in the vending machine, like for 25 cents, and then we would come home to my bedroom. Not me and this girl, but she was there the one time we did this, and we would turn the lights off and we would break the glow sticks in half, and then spray the liquid all over the room, so it looked like one of those crime scenes, where like just little splotches of glow stick were. I guess that probably made my bedroom pretty dirty.
Probably. Glow stick party at your house.
In high school, right?
Yeah.
Did the same thing.
Album drop.
Yeah, that was funny. We tarped the entire garage with black tarp, and then we bought glow sticks. We did the same thing. We broke them and sprayed them all over the place, and the whole place kind of has like this fungus glow to it. It's cooler
Yeah.
than a glow stick, the broken glow stick with the liquid just like dripping. Like think of like a glow in the dark liquid
yeah.
dripping down a wall slowly. Like that's way more
Got the
the
black
aesthetic
lights
if that's
going.
cool.
Yeah.
You know.
It's kind of the kid's candle, and if we're making things edible.
Yeah, yeah. Those two picks are like the grown up version of one another.
Glue and paint.
direction.
Yeah, that didn't do too much for me.
I thought about glue. I thought about paint, and then I was like, nah, that's just kind of going for it. But some paint would probably look good.
Oh, the pick I had that was similar to your lobster exoskeleton that I didn't pick because I think just like it doesn't sound like a good egg shells. It feels like it would have a nice crunch to it, and I'm just curious. It comes from purely just a point of curiosity.
I
Like
kind of
how
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I don't.
like
I
that.
don't think it would. Like you look back in hindsight and you're like thrilled with that pick, but so I didn't pick it, but it was on my board.
Shells. Okay.
That one is like a point. Like I don't think it'd be good, and they're like sharp and stuff. So like it would hurt.
Yeah, I thought about doing of that ilk like a steak bone or something, but
like go all in one.
I don't. Dad doesn't get a lot of the steak with bones in them.
I thought of doing bones too, and I was like, because it makes it easier to eat wings and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah,
They like just make boneless wings.
It's kind of a tough mental thing. Like, what if the bones were a delicious part of eating wings? Like they were a bonus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
okay, that's the right after snack.
Okay, you want to get late night Jake thoughts. What if bones were like blue ranch or blue cheese or ranch? So you basically have like a stuffed.
So it'd be the same as like a boneless wing stuffed with ranch or whatever.
A place
but
should
like
do that.
Like you're like eating from.
Do like chicken tenders and then juice them with either ranch or blue
that
cheese.
feels abundantly
Pull the
doable.
bone out, replace the emptiness with the liquid. Feels like a lot of work for not a lot of payoff.
But like if you're a restaurant looking for your like signature thing,
yeah,
there's a play there.
You have to make sure you never mess up people's like blue cheese or ranch requests.
Yeah, you'd get
corn cob,
slippery
apple
slope.
apple core. Those are like thoughts I had, like apple core.
Yeah.
But I've eaten an apple core before and then been like, oh fuck, I ate that apple core. I did that once with I've done that twice with caramel apples on a stick, where I just eat the whole thing, and then I'm like, wait, what? What happened to the core?
I just
And I'm
ate
like,
the core.
I ate it. I had to teach my little sister, Ritzy. She avoided the core too much. I'm
Like she wouldn't like cut it close at all.
yeah, and
She
I'm
was
like,
nervous
I'm like,
about
you
the
got like
core.
25% of this apple still here.
Yeah.
She's like, no, it's the core. And I was like, I showed her mine. I was like, no, you
The
can
core
eat-
doesn't
Yeah.
start.
And then I
till-
saw a couple years later, I saw your apple. I saw, good work.
helped her out.
Yeah, you're figuring that out. Good
For
job. She just got a new job. Congrats to her.
Sometimes I'll get tedious around the core. There's days when I don't want that because when you get around the core, you'll get a harder bite, something that's like around the seed. If there's days I don't want that, I won't offer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's days you're willing to cut it closer than others. That was like similar. Why I avoided the banana peel. Like I think people do like eat those.
Yeah, pressing
Like, much like I think.
But again, like
people do like just
for
eat
this
the core.
for this experience, it would be like
This is normal and
the
it's
peel is
good.
equal to the banana part.
Yeah.
And it's almost like a
That's true.
two-part eating experience.
yeah, it's additive.
That would make a banana like a full meal for me.
Someone said, yeah, it would be filling. One banana can fill you up way more than you think it is.
I'm not. It doesn't for me.
I eat a banana in the morning, and that's my breakfast sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're a morning
I'm a big
eater.
breakfast guy,
I'm not
yeah.
a big breakfast guy, so we're different there.
Yeah, I'm usually like I eat a
Banana,
little something.
It
if I'm
can't
gonna do
replace a meal for me. So then I'm just having a bonus banana.
Yeah, it's just extra. Shrimp tails I thought about, and yeah, but it just pisses me off that restaurants don't take them off. Like when they give you a pasta dish with shrimp in it, but then you still have to detail them yourselves, like it would just do that for me.
I think there's something in the cooking world about that.
Yeah, I think I've researched it at times in my life because I do
Yeah.
that all, and I think I got mad because they say that it's kind of just like an elegance thing. It's kind of like a status thing.
Ooh, it's like I'm having shrimp,
Yeah.
so I have to take the shells off.
Yes. Same way you do lobster and crab, where you deshell it yourself.
Yeah.
But I don't fully remember because some restaurants do take them off, as Normal Dog in the chat said. All right, good draft, everyone.
I texted Sam
Yes.
and I said, we need cheap gold. She said, good idea. So,
All right. Hey, I got to get going in half hour, so let's
Okay.
do
do
some
we have
other-
halftime stuff?
Yeah, we do have
Yeah,
halftime
two
stuff,
packages.
which is brought
Lead
to you
us in.
by BlueChew. BlueChew doesn't come in a jar. BlueChew comes in tablet form. Gets your penis nice and hard. Makes it work so you don't feel deformed. BlueChew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form at a fraction of the cost. BlueChew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED. BlueChew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy, and it ships right to your door in a discreet package, which is the nickname for Jake's wiener.
Fellas, try it out. It's only going to do good stuff to your downstairs mix-up.
And imagine it's not going to like turn it blue, but that'd be cool as well, momentarily.
That would be like a cool perk. BlueChew's probably not working on that. Right now, they're just giving you really good boners.
And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try BlueChew free. When you use promo code Jomboy at checkout, you pay $5 in shipping. You get a free month's worth of this. So if it's a 5% thing in your head where you're like, man, I really could use some help here, I'm embarrassed about it. Well, this is the easiest entry into this world you will ever find. A secretive order, and it's free. It's $5. You get a month's worth. What did we get, Jake? You got a nice letter there?
Jim, I'll let you read this one. This is a cute one.
Is this our pen pal?
No. It's a new pen pal. It's from our guy Liam. Liam West.
So this is a letter we got. There's just a letter, that's all?
There might be more.
Okay. Written in pencil, which I love. Which,
dude, that letter is a treat.
Okay.
The tastefulest of spelling errors.
Well, it's definitely a younger person, I'm guessing.
Yes, but it's perfect. Liam, you're the best.
What do you think the cut up whatever? Dear Jomboy, Jake, and Bug Dude, spelled D-E-W-D-E, which is great.
So crush Crush that.
I love all your podcasts, breakdowns, and anything produced by Jomboy Media. My favorite podcasts are JJR and the Chris Rose Rotation. My favorite breakdown is the one about the rally squirrel in Minnesota. Dude, there's a line in that breakdown that I just tell a complete lie. I think I say like Nelson Cruz or Eddie Rosario's nickname is the squirrel. And I always laugh because some people might not know that.
Right.
That's just a straight up lie.
They know him.
Joke.
They know him as the squirrel.
Yeah. And I'm like, which is crazy because this batter's nickname is the squirrel. It's not. I think that's what I said. On JGR, or the one about the rally squirrel in Minnesota. On JGR, can you draft colors or sports logos? Also, can you three sign this card and a random photo of you three? Also, it would make my day if you wrote back, thank you very much for reading this and making my day better. P.S. Jake sucks. Go Rocks and Avs. Liam West. Hey, Liam, we're coming your way for the All-Star break.
Swing through, dude.
Age 12. It says on here, from Liam, age 12. That's awesome, dude. You're right. The most tasteful spelling mistakes, like he spelled favorite the same way twice, but it's spelling I've never seen for favorite, which maybe I'll adopt that. Spelling's so arbitrary.
Yeah.
Like we all read that and knew
We just
exactly what
decided.
word it was.
No, he took out the E on the end, which...
No, he
And
also
there's some
added an
other-
I.
Yeah, there's some... Or he switched the R and the I.
Yeah.
Which, fine.
It's the Denver spelling.
Favor or... Yeah.
Maybe he's just a Voight fan.
And he gave us one baseball card. I think it's a card you're going to like. I think this is a man of your heart. It's the Yankees baseball card.
Oh, it's not a single player, just the Yankees.
I love that.
Yeah.
We got, it's from the 2019 team. You got Gio Urshela, Tanaka, Edwin Encarnacion, Didi's there. It looks like might be Gardy behind Judge. Glaber hit a walk-off. And Voight is carrying the Gatorade bucket to do the Gatorade shower.
It's a good card.
What could be on the back of this? 2019 team
yeah.
stats. RBI leader in 2019 for the Yankees? Trivia?
For the Yankees?
It's time for trivia, which is brought to you by DraftKings. Go to DraftKings, use code Jomboy when you do. They got the Jomboy special. They got Kuiper. They got a bet right now on the fight. You choose a fighter. Bet $1. You can win $55. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Jomboy when you sign up. For a limited time, all new users can bet $1 to win $55 on this weekend's main event. That's right, DraftKings Sportsbook is going all out for new users by offering them a chance to win $55 when placing a bet of $1 on this weekend's big fight only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or PA only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or in Indiana, 1-800-9-WITH-IT. All right, Jake, trivia. 2019 Yankees RBI leader.
19 Yankees RBI leader.
BBD, you can help out if you want.
Between two guys.
I don't have it up.
I would guess DJ.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. ERA leader.
2019 starting pitcher.
It is a starting pitcher.
Okay.
Yes.
Domingo.
His ERA landed right above
He
4
batted.
that year, I think.
Yes.
2019,
I've had too many bad
Tanaka,
starts.
Hap.
I should like Tanaka. I mean, I guess it's just
Paxton?
the pure number.
Final guess.
Sure.
Tanaka.
Where'd he land that year? Like 3.8?
They don't have it on here. They don't have any of the numbers on here. They just have the name.
Who
of
the leader
person. Yeah.
I,
Home run leader for 2019.
Glaber.
Yeah. Good job.
38.
Batting average. Easy.
DJ.
Wins. Easy.
Domingo.
Domingo Herman. Then it has longest home run.
I'd guess.
Gary.
I know Giancarlo still had the hardest hit ball that year, but I don't think it was a home run.
Gary, there for a while,
Judge?
there was just every homer Gary hits
Judge?
is really far.
Judge.
So
Gary?
I'm guessing Gary.
Gary Sanchez. It also has wins 103, loses 59, finished first in the division. Home record 57 and 24, road 46-9, longest winning streak. Any guess?
Longest win streak of 2019. Honestly, like, did they ever get a double-digiter?
I feel like they probably just rattled off
They
8 in
won
a
a
row,
ton of
bunch.
series, yeah. I'd guess like 9.
Wow, 9. That's awesome. That's really good.
How about it?
I was gonna guess that they cracked 11 once or
You
something.
would've been wrong.
But
It
I
was
would have
9.
been wrong.
You know, a 10-game win streak sticks out.
Yeah. All right.
didn't.
This is what it says about the 19 team. Surmounting a brutal litany of injuries, the 2019 Yankees captured their first AL East Division crown since 2012 to make their 21st trip to the postseason in the last 25 years. It was their 21st 100-win season, more than twice as many as any other team. New York finished 1 home run short of MLB's record of 306, as 14 players reached double digits. The pitching was mid-pack, but featured a deep bullpen.
How about it?
Thank you very much, Liam.
Thanks, Liam.
Does he want us to sign this and send it back, or a picture of us?
I think he said a picture of us. I'm assuming that's a gift, but I don't know.
We'll reread it and
Yeah.
double.
And then we have a box here as well, and this is from. It says on here that this is from the Asheville Tourists,
Oh.
but not Mr. Moon.
not Mr. Moon.
Yeah, that's confusing. All my Asheville Tourist hats, I have 3 now, have been sent to us from not Mr. Moon, who lives in Asheville. I think he's
now
originally from the UK.
the season started. Minor League Baseball's back.
Yeah. This is
about
an
it?
Astros affiliate now. So I'm wearing an Astros hat day in, day out.
Most days. Or more often than any other day, I guess.
But I think this is from the team
The
itself.
squad.
Jomboy, this is the last one of your favorite caps in stock. So we wanted you to have it. A few extras included. Best, Brian. President and owner of the Asheville Tourists. Fuck. They're not making this hat anymore? Dude, there's some other hats. The Savannah Banana ones fit
Out
so
of stock for now.
the Savannah Banana ones fit okay, but this hat. Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
This hat, I've never had one that fits my head as comfortable as these.
That was very nice. So I don't want to call him out right now, but he said the last one, and also I
those
sent
are
a
two-
couple.
Those are 2 different designs on
No,
it.
they're
They are
design.
2 different designs. Okay.
Yeah, I like this design as well. Oh,
Same hat design.
Yeah, I'm guessing
Same
they're
different logo.
Yeah,
I'm guessing their logo
I like the
changed.
47,
Right. Yeah.
but I've bought other 47s for other teams, and
the
they don't
same.
fit. I have like
That's
the
the hat game.
the Boilers or something now.
That banana hat's closer.
The banana hat is
It's been
very
the
close.
closest
Like I can,
facsimile.
yeah. But just like they fit my head perfectly. We have some shirts here too.
Shirts.
Dude, I like when people send soft shirts. I just been wearing like I wore
I like the crunchy.
Alexis from Reddit. My
Yes.
fan. He sent me his shirt, Alt, and it's so soft.
It's like
I was
the
wearing it the
softest
other day,
shirt
and
of
someone
all
tweeted
time.
at him like, "Hey, he's wearing the shirt." I'm like, yeah, it's soft.
Soft.
What's this say?
Beer City. Tourist, baby. Let's go, tourists.
Yeah, one of the hats says Beer City Tourists on it as well. So I think they're
XL.
a rebrand.
The
of
lounging
sorts.
shirt.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Sleep
President
shirt.
and owner of the Asheville Tourists.
Thanks,
That's
tourists.
awesome.
Rooting for you this year.
47 Captain is the fit. There are different 47s.
Oh,
Okay.
How about that?
good to know.
Yeah, I guess
Delaney in the chat.
47
Huge.
Captain snapback. But if you Google that, it doesn't look like they're all the same. Because when you Google 47 Captain, they don't have they're not trucker. They're, they have the netting in the back. They're like other snapbacks.
Like other stuff's popping up.
So I need more info on that.
Thanks, Asheville Tourists.
Thank you very much, Asheville Tourists. 47, say on here? Genuine merchandise, minor league baseball. Made in, don't know how to pronounce that, 47.com brand. It's got some numbers on here. Got some numbers. I don't see anything where it says Captain. I believe you. I wish I knew. I'd buy a bunch of different designs.
Yeah, I followed up with a 47 Captain trucker search and more things come up.
Okay.
He likes the Captain. You may like others.
Oh, he likes.
So,
47 Captain is the fit for him.
yeah. Okay. Developing story.
Yeah.
We're not sure.
Do we have any news stories, real quick?
We have some
I,
news stories. Some ones from last week we didn't get to, and I added a couple more.
We're on the clock.
I have to leave to go listen to my little baby's heartbeat.
Hello.
You get to go to the doctor this time. I haven't been able to go because I'm not allowed, and I'm very excited. It's at 2:45, so I got to get out of here and make it.
We'll get you out of here.
I read the news today, oh boy.
And though the news was rather sad, well, I just had to laugh.
Well, it's 6 o'clock. Time for the news.
Okay, chaos erupts immediately after the Northeast Kentucky gets its first roundabout. I saw that. It's actually kind of fake. Serial wedding crasher allegedly stole gifts from more than a dozen couples in 3 states. Rude.
It's just thief.
It's just a thief. A Belgian farmer accidentally moves French border. That's awesome. A man arrested at airport after 35 birds intended for singing contest found in his clothing. We've had that story before, but they were for racing pigeons. Now it's singing contest. A man builds a poop wall after property line dispute with neighbor. Ew.
I read the news today, oh boy.
So this roundabout, what happened was, I wonder if they had to correct it. Now, people are mad about this roundabout in Kentucky, but this got on my radar somewhere else. They made a video showing how not to use a roundabout, like as a PSA, and then people on took that video and posted it on Twitter and Facebook. Like, look at these idiots just driving on the wrong lane. And then a lot of people fell for it. And then in the comments, you had to say a lot of people were like, no, that was the video how not to use it.
You took out that 30-second clip, and
Yeah, they just, they played the game.
Man, it is weird how there's some states that are like roundabout states. Like every exit, you're about to hop off a roundabout and then you go from there. And then there's other states that you run into one and it's like, okay. Like Connecticut's kind of one of those states.
They don't have a lot there.
No, Connecticut's one. If you come up to a roundabout, it's like, all right, everybody,
slow.
Everyone buckled in the back.
They've been
Lean up.
proven to be much better for traffic
Yes.
flow and traffic
Very
patterns.
Yes.
In Australia, it's all they have. There's not a lot of lights, or no. There's definitely got to be some lights,
Nice.
but it's like all roundabouts when I live there. And then in New Jersey, there's a lot. When you go on 46 to go down the shore, it's like all the exits and intersections are roundabouts. I just hit a bunch going to Red Bank.
I guess when we did we went like out for my mom's birthday down the shore, and we did that drive, and there were a bunch.
Yeah. So they're common. If they're in your everyday life, they're good. But yeah, they have been proven to like be better.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be one of those things that's probably funny to track when roundabouts got figured out. What state said yes, what state said no, and
So
then
every city built after that.
a couple
got 'em.
politicians dig their feet in for 10 years, and you're a roundabout state or you're not. It's weird.
Roundabouts have a Wikipedia. Think there's like a guy credited for inventing them?
Probably, right?
That's a pretty cool invention.
It's
Engineers use the term modern roundabout to refer to junctions installed after 1960 that incorporate various design rules to increase safety. Both modern and non-modern roundabouts, however, may bear street names or be identified colloquially by local names such as circle, road circle, traffic circle, rotary, rotunda, or island.
It feels that invention feels this kind of the same vein as what we did with the lineup joke and Boondock Saints and the switch them.
So North America didn't introduce roundabouts until the 1990s. So that's really young.
It's recent.
In the 1960s, they started getting put into Australia and Europe in the 70s. There's something called a balcony roundabout. There's all different types. When I was in Australia, I remember going to this class. Dude, you know how a lot of people, or I always talk like in America, the education system doesn't teach little kids life lessons at all?
Sure.
Like it's just how to read a textbook
Zero.
and how to do
Yeah.
this and no actual tangible how to survive in the world. Yeah. Australia is the opposite. They like only taught how to survive in society. And we did I've told this before. When I moved back to the U.S., I had no idea what a textbook was when I was in 4th grade. And my mom said I really struggled with like learning from a book instead of like just learning by doing. Australia was much more learning by doing. We had a whole like week where we would spend an hour on bikes going through a fake city of roundabouts and turning right and turning left and traffic flow and like go from point A to point B, but use this shortcut, now use the highway. And we were all on bikes in this big open parking lot that had like a fake highway town system. And I remember learning about like roundabouts there.
Yeah. That's good, man. I mean,
And you got tickets too. Like there was like police. It was like I guess some government set it up and schools would come. But I got a ticket for going the wrong way. And I was like put in like ticket jail and I had to sit out for 10 minutes. And then they made it fun, like games.
Sure.
You know.
It's I mean, the older you get, you know, the different ages in the chat can chime in, but yeah, it all starts to make sense why your parents cared so much about the board meetings and how they're going to teach kids and stuff and what we're going to do because, yeah, it affects a generation. Like, God, some of the life stuff.
Stuff we
tough.
expect people to just figure out.
Like, how does every high school student not have to take, like, an actual life financial like lessons class?
Like we had, like in my high school, we had to take financial literacy, which is like a step in the right direction. But like, can you make a class that's like no, like this is how you pay your taxes?
Yeah, like make it applicable. Like if you have this much coming in and you're doing this and you wanna, I don't know,
dude. And I'm not even talking about. If anyone doesn't know, I lived in Australia from age 8 to 10.
Yeah.
So it's not part of driver's ed. They were teaching us at a really young age, so it got instilled over time, just like how do the roads and the lights and the streets work. That was like kind of the
Aaron
thing.
says there's a place in Long Island called Safety Town.
Oh, that's probably similar. So maybe some places do have it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's probably local schools and local government type stuff.
Someone else in
Looks
the
like there's a
chat
couple
said
safety
that.
towns.
Someone else in the chat said that the style like is called MVP 47 MVP DP, and I found that, and they have a Yankees one, and I'm gonna buy it. It's $11.
Okay.
And we'll see if that's the right thing.
That'd be cool.
And then if it is, Katie's gonna be so pissed when she sees a package and it's a hat.
Yeah, you might have to snag that one.
I'll get it shipped to the office.
Yeah.
Oh, done.
That's called adulting, kids. That should be a class in our school we're making.
Yeah. My dad told me that whenever we get McDonald's and we come home and we throw it out on the side of the house in the garbage and don't tell Mom I got your McDonald's, and you pick up the bag that's already in the garbage, you put the McDonald's underneath it, and then you put that's life skills. That's my dad taught me that skill. That's called how to sneak around.
Some kids don't get that.
And you better eat your full dinner so Mom doesn't get on to us.
How to be tastefully sneaky.
Yeah, like, we're not like doing anything wrong here. We're just a little hungry for McDonald's on the way home from practice.
We both have a young Joe Pesci teaching that class, right?
Yeah. All right, what other stories are here? The serial wedding crasher? That sucks, man. It's just mean, it feels like.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Thomas in the chat accidentally cut my soul. He said Jake would be the outlaw in Safety Town. Which is true, but it kind of hurts me, man.
You don't want to hear
You would have
that.
been put in jail.
I don't want to be the outlaw. It's all accidents, man.
There's two options. If you're a little kid, you're getting tickets like I did. But not on purpose.
Yeah.
I might have been getting mine on purpose.
Yeah.
If you're like an adult, you're definitely the example.
Yeah.
Like, look at this guy in jail, and they put like a fake beard on you, and you're like, oh, we're going the wrong way on a one-way road.
The Adam Sandler movie where they take all their kids and they go to Safety Town. I'm Kevin James, and what? How could this be happening to me?
Does it make you sad that Rob Schneider is such a jerk face?
No, it doesn't make me sad.
Because we like him in all his roles.
Like him, yeah.
You ever seen any interviews with him?
No. I mean, he's got that actual like small pent up
anger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went.
He's heard a lot of shit in his life.
And I went down a rabbit hole of watching. There's like montage of like Rob Schneider being an asshole on interview shows and stuff, and I was like, damn.
Him and Spade both have it. I think it's
Spade a little better.
Yeah, Spade has gotten better.
Yeah.
He's like adapted.
Yeah.
Grew up.
They're kind of the last guys that were on that cusp of celebrity where like I think celebrities kind of thought they were supposed to be assholes.
Like, or just guarded.
Like,
I
think there was a lot of stories through time that like, oh, he's famous now, he's an asshole, and yelled at this guy at a restaurant or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, especially young SNL guys, you think you're too cool for school. I mean, just
especially
saying
them.
that feels too cool for school. And that's small anger.
Buying this hat. So, credit card. PayPal.
I mean, that should be an ad for PayPal.
It's so much easier.
Yeah. Everyone just heard the down in your voice because everyone knows I have to enter my credit card information. And you go, oh, PayPal. Done.
Easier.
Back up. Back up.
So I don't even. Do you want to read about this serial, whatever?
I think where we get
we got
you gotta
go.
You gotta go.
I like the Belgian farmer that accidentally moved the border.
Okay.
I'm pretty interested in that.
I want to hear.
I'll try to speed read it.
Let's do it.
I'll speed read it real quick. A farmer in Belgium has caused a stir after inadvertently redrawing the country's border with France. A local history enthusiast was walking in the forest when he noticed the stone marking the boundary between the two centuries had moved 2.29 meters, which is 7.5 feet.
Okay.
The Belgian farmer, apparently annoyed by the stone in his tractor's path, had moved it inside French territory instead of causing international uproar. The incident has been met with smiles on both sides of the border. He made Belgium bigger and France smaller. It's not a good idea. Okay, I'm glad it was like a joke. I'm glad the person who found it wasn't mad at him and there's nothing happening here.
I think they can agree they don't need the stone.
I'm kind of the other way. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be like 2 miles and these Belgian people instantly become French.
Of course, I was hoping for that. But once I found out it was 7 feet, I was about to get really mad if they were taking it serious.
Oh, okay.
So then I'm happy they're not taking it serious.
Yeah, I was hoping there was a chance that there was going to be a line in there, like this former Belgian farmer, now French farmer.
Yeah.
No, he's just driving a tractor and the damn stone's in his way.
Just imagine, like it's a Parks and Rec skit. It would a family their whole life that thinks they're Pawnee, and then they find out they're the other one. Like that's Belgium and France. Like they make so many throwaway French jokes, and then you look in the mirror one day, you're them, buddy.
Damn man, how funny is it when you're driving through towns and you don't know that you went to a new town, but then you look at the lawn care and you're like, we must be in a new town now because they don't mow this at all. And there's just like a hard line. It's even funny looking like neighbor to neighbor. Like guy that takes care of his lawn is like super proudful, and like literally an inch to the left is just a shithole yard.
Because you know that's their conversation. If you walked into that house right now, you know, they'd do some pleasantries, and then the third thing out of their mouth would be like, yeah, I guess you probably saw neighbors don't mow their lawn.
Yeah. No, I know some people that are like I've heard some real shit.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing down the value of like the house because the neighbors.
If it goes to Ish.
Yeah.
Eagleton.
Eagleton. I was looking for the word. Did you guys see the stone?
No. I exit out of all my stuff though, so
I just put it on the screen. It's a big guy. I don't know how he just moved that.
7 feet too.
Yeah, that's not what I was picturing.
No, yeah.
I moved that stone.
Yeah, but he just wants to eat that thing.
No, come on, it's not fresh.
She's like
pretty-
sun
yeah.
sun melts that a
That's
little bit. It's in the tummy.
That's old. Those are old strawberries on the counter.
Did Luke said he read the draft results, but he did not like comment on them?
Thanks, man.
No comment, huh?
The idea. Luke, this was your idea.
Did he
We
say he
liked
read
it.
the results, or it just showed up?
It showed red.
Okay. You just know that he read it.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Golf Digest just posted
No.
my video on Angel Hernandez.
Right.
Huge.
Our PR guy sends me whenever like people use the breakdowns now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But he's like, Golf Digest just posted it. It's like, what? USA Today. There's someone at USA Today that posts all of them now. They're kind of just going everywhere though. So, all right, that was a good app.
Come to
Appreciate it.
expect
Might be
it.
a little shorter, but as I said, I'm leaving. I'm going to.
$1.37.
It was a good draft. Just for having some doubts. I like
We've
playground
had that a few
games.
times where we didn't.
When we
think
go to
it
a
was gonna be
mainstream
big
one, I don't know if you guys care, but if we go to a mainstream one, playground games like speaks to my heart a lot.
I think we're like one new like round of like new podcast songs or something from doing like a Jomboy Media songs draft. So just keep that in
We'll
mind
just do
when,
the
when
Jomboy-
we get like 4 more songs.
We'll just do Jomboy Media employee drafts and rank it.
Well, they all agree.
Ranking
They all agree not to watch it.
weekly office rankings.
You just mean the quarter review?
do it live. Just bring them in one by one.
Oh, it's funny. No, but songs is good. I don't know how many we have. I'd almost like need to be handed a sheet.
We need to
We would need a sheet beforehand.
Yeah, we would. We would
We need
need
to know like how many rounds we gotta go.
if we do Jomboy Media theme song. Someone needs to hand us a sheet with, like, we get the board because I don't want to leave
Yeah, the
anything
board
out.
is
No.
handed.
Yeah,
It would have to be like the
I think it would have to be out there.
it would be like the state draft where
Yeah.
you know the state,
you know the point.
and we know the
Okay.
region.
I'm fine to do that. I'm fine to do that whenever
Yeah.
that sheet is made.
I
will not make
I
it.
think we're like a round of new songs away.
Wait, we got to make new shows?
Yeah, like this is in like a year. I mean,
Okay.
Okay.
Why? How many do we have now?
I don't know. I
the
mean, we have
songs
enough that we
down.
could do like 3 rounds right now.
Because there's
I
some
think.
surprises.
Are you
like
counting
Talking
home
Baseball
or
has a
draft?
couple
It's the
songs.
home or
Like,
draft.
that's a song.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, I was thinking of things that were
there's
like
songs.
that
We got
like were
jingles.
made.
We got jingles.
Like I was thinking like Trevor's Tidbits would count because
Yeah,
like
that's a
Bubak
song.
made it.
Yeah.
Like we can play the song right now. It's not just like
Can play the
Sing.
Homer draft song whenever.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do
You
that
gotta
sooner.
go. We're leaving.
Goodbye. Bye, everyone. See you later.
Bye.
Eat a bug.
See you.